All right, I got home doing a simple change today. Had this outlet here that's top one that's burnt. Can't get a plug in there at all. Bottom one's fine. So I just plug the fan in. Turned down high. Went over to the breaker box. Shut some breakers off. It wasn't running. Don't need a meter. So, not an electrician. Don't follow what I'm doing. I'm just showing you how I do mine. Go ahead and plug this one. Take a number 1 flat screwdriver. And then usually I switch to a Phillips number 2. This is in a double wide, also known as a mobile home, so everything in these houses are, you know, super safe and top notch. All right. Yeah. Looks like she got pretty hot at one time. Little bare wires. All right. This is your ground right here, which ground and neutral go to the same place anyway. And seeing as this is a mobile home, it's got the push-in connectors, so go ahead and loosen that one. These ones you'll have to snip off and restrip. These you can actually push something in that hole and loosen it, but seeing these are pretty burnt, we're just gonna clip them off. Cut these down, restrip them. Get this. We're checking the coating of that wire. Go a little bit more here. I think this is 14 gauge. Maybe it's 16. That one's out there. This one, this is supposed to be a white wire. We're gonna go ahead and cut that one all the way back here. These just must be so old that it like the coating doesn't even want to come off. Yeah. Got so hot on there. Looks like we're gonna have to go old school. This is what old school is. That usually it slides right off, but This one don't look too bad here. This was one of the bottom ones. See, it should pop right off like that. Here's the other bottom one. Insulation comes right off. Once they get hot, insulation wants to melt. Smart thing to do would be unwire this bad part of the wiring and replace it. But we can only do so much. Alright. This is our new Leviton we picked up from Home Depot. If you're not sure, the way I remember this is always black gold, like oil. So you got black to gold, you got silver to silver, and then you have your ground to your green here. Even though your neutral and ground go to the same place in the panel. Pass inspection. So I'm just gonna, the wires will fit, we're gonna stick them in like they were. So this will be our first one here. And it's not going to, so run that one down. I think the bottom one will. Yeah, so your bottom one pushes right in. You just gotta line it up, push it in there. I think having that burnt coating on here, try it. We'll try it one more time. I have seen worse. I've burnt quite a few of them at work. Just to get water in them, you try to hook a big welder to it. And be careful on the insulation as much as you can. This one we're gonna, I think it's just that little end there that's giving us a problem. Yep. Okay. There you go. Make sure there's no wire sticking out. This one I see there's a little bit here. That one pushed in. Okay. Hook these like so. This is why I don't like using the hooks too much, but solid can be a pain. But it can also be pretty easy on some stuff, so. You just pinch it in there. And we just take this. Get started. Just let these get the one started. Now we'll switch over to our number 2 Phillips. This will get us close. Actually, there's an electrical screwdriver. It's It's an odd shaped Phillips. Works great for this stuff. I got one of these at work. Just snug that. I got, take these off. And then I want to make sure that our, because you can move this left or right, make sure that our hole's somewhat cleaned up in case our paint line wasn't right. Switch back to number 1. A flat head here. This one. Go ahead and stick this one on here. I actually bought this specific one here because my baby's starting to get a little older, and she's been touching this one a lot, and it's always worried me because of that. But having these ones have the little plastic slide cover in here, so when you unplug it, it keeps the dust and everything out. And that's why I chose this one. Being that I'm replacing it, instead of trying to put the little plastic plugs, and she tried to remove them all the time. It's 2 for 1. So there we go. I think it's time to retire this old box fan. I bought this in my first house probably, oh boy, 10 years ago. There we go. That's how you do it.